said you feel kinship with Brett Kavanaugh, and Mr. President, really quickly, you said you felt a kinship with Brett Kavanaugh. You said that you also, your false allegations that you feel like were made against you make you feel like you don't want to believe these women. What message do you think?
No, I didn't say that. Why do you say that?
Please
Fake news. Why did I say that?
Well, can you please explain then what
Excuse
you
me.
were talking about in your
And by
own
the way, I
false
think you do a very good
allegations?
job, but I didn't say that. I do watch you, and I think you do a very good job, but I didn't say that.
So could you explain
I
what you
said,
meant?
exactly, I look forward to watching her. I do want to hear what she says. And maybe she'll say, I could be convinced of anything. Maybe she'll say something. But in the meantime, I have to tell you, he's one of the highest quality human beings. He's a tremendous man. He's a tremendous genius. He's a great intellect. He was, I believe, #1 at Yale. Is that a correct statement? Number one in his class at Yale. He was a great student in law. He was, you know, I've heard his name. I didn't know him. Didn't know him. Until this whole thing, I didn't know him. But I heard his name for 10 years. And you know how I heard his name? Everybody was saying he should be on the Supreme Court. I said, who is he? His name is Brett Kavanaugh. And he should be. He's the most brilliant person. He's the most brilliant lawyer. They were talking about him on the Supreme Court 10 years ago. With all of that, I want to hear what she has to say.
But you said that you don't feel, but you said that you feel like there have been numerous false allegations against you, and that because
I've had many false.
You understand what he means.
I've had many false statements against me, and if the press would have reported, I would have been very happy. I think John Roberts would tell you that you covered the story where the women were paid to say bad things about me. Sean Hannity covered it. I will tell you, when I saw that on Sean Hannity, I actually called him. Believe it or not, I don't speak to him very much, but I respect him. I called him. I said, this is the biggest story. This is a big, big story. He agreed with me. The next day I picked up the papers. There wasn't one word about it. The next day I watched ABC News, John. I watched NBC. I watched CBS. I didn't watch CNN, but next time I'm going to.
And are you okay with
I watched everything. There wasn't one story other than Fox. And it's a big story. It's a shame. Okay, enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Is it okay if I give it to the New York Times, Mr.
Go ahead.
President?
That's enough, please. Good job. Good job.
Mr. President, could I ask a question since I am from the New York
Mr.
Times
President.
before this gentleman?
Since you where?
I'm actually from the New York Times. Yamiche is my former colleague, and we miss her. But I was hoping I could ask a question.
But I'll let you do it after he does. Is that okay?
That's
I will
perfectly
do that.
well.
In honor of a paper I once loved.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Mr. President.